Hello, this is Dr. Harun Ilyas, and in this video I will be talking about the horrific leg kick of Tawanchai that has caused the knockout of Jamal Yusupov within 49 seconds in the One Championship. So if you are into mechanics and anatomy of sports injuries, consider subscribing to this channel. So this is the exact moment when Jamal Yusupov is hit by Tawanchai's horrific leg kick, and as you can see, there is a lot of contact on the lateral and the backside of the right leg of Jamal Yusupov. And after this leg kick, Jamal Yusupov limped off to the rope and he wasn't able to continue the bout. So now I will be discussing the exact mechanism of the injury that Jamal Yusupov must have faced. And as you guys can see that Tawanchai hit a very strong leg kick, and it hit on the lateral side or the side of the thigh, and it extended to the back of the thigh. And after this leg kick, Jamal Yusupov wasn't able to lift his right foot and he limped off to the ropes. And as you can guys see this thing closely, he is limping off and he wasn't lifting his foot on the right side. And the main reason for that could be that Tawanchai must have hit the sciatic nerve of Yusupov, and that might be one of the possible reasons that Jamal Yusupov wasn't able to continue the bout. And if we discuss the anatomy of the lateral and the back side of the thigh, we can see that on the lateral side there is iliotibial band, and on the back side of the thigh there are a group of three muscles known as hamstring, and including that there is an important structure apart from the vessel that is present there, and that structure is called the sciatic nerve. And we have seen in the fracture of the neck of the femur, sciatic nerve usually gets a neuroparesis, and that means it is temporarily damaged, and with few manipulation the function of sciatic nerve can be restored. And I think that might be a very much high possibility that this kind of injury must have happened here. And one of the functions of sciatic nerve is the dorsiflexion of the foot, and that means it raises the foot in this direction. And as you can guys see that Jamal Yusupov wasn't able to dorsiflex his foot after having this strike, and this is a pretty clear indication that Jamal Yusupov might have a neuroparesis of his sciatic nerve after the strike of Tawanchai. The other reason for Jamal Yusupov's knockout could be that Yusupov walked into this bout having a prior hamstring injury, and this leg kick has reignited the injury, and Jamal Yusupov wasn't able to continue the bout. And this seems very unlikely, and I do think that a nerve injury, a nerve neuroparesis is more likely injury that Jamal Yusupov might have suffered here. And the third possibility could be that Jamal Yusupov might have injured his knee after receiving a strike from Tawanchai, and in the case of this the trauma is on the lateral side, so he might have injured his medial side or the inner side ligaments of the knee joint, and that is also very less likely depending upon the site of the trauma, the side of the kick that has been swung by Tawanchai. And I do really think that this could be sciatic nerve neuroparesis, because it is quite a sensitive nerve and it do really get paralyzed in certain conditions. And if I discuss the return of Yusupov, that depends upon the severity of the injury of the nerve, and that clearly indicates how terrifying the leg kicks could be in this combat sport. And one thing is for certain, that neuroparesis of the sciatic nerve could be treated unless there is permanent damage to the nerve, and I do think we would be seeing Jamal Yusupov in action very soon. So this is it from this video.